Hi guys, it's Paula. I hope you are doing well. Today is my 4-month update for Peeping Pans. This is a PANtastic Ladies collaboration. There is a whole bunch of people doing this project this year. So if you like this sort of thing where you see people making small progress on as many products as possible in a 12-month time span, look for this project in your feed and check out some of the others that are doing this project as well. For me personally, I've been focusing on my ColourPop Super Shock shadows. I am trying to hit pan on as many as I possibly can during 2018. For this month, I have one new pan to show you guys. If you've been keeping up with this project, it should be no surprise to you, but it is my shade Drift. I hit pan naturally, and then my little Hazel, my 2-year-old daughter, got a hold of it and was playing with it, and she made her own pan. I squished as much product as I could back in, but I do think a little bit of product was lost in her little makeup playtime. I love this shadow so much. You guys have heard me rave about it over and over and over again. I could wear it every day, but it is going to get rolled out of this project. So it will resurface again in another project, I believe towards the end of June. This will be back, but it's not going to get used for the month of May and the beginning of June. So it's going to go back in the office and will be put on hold. The other 5 shadows that I've been working on, I have used all of them at least once. Some certainly more than that, but none of them have hit pan on. So let's go through those really quickly. Here is Acorn. I tend to use this as an inner corner highlight. So anything that I use as an inner corner highlight, I just use my little pinky and then do that. So I do tend to hit pan on these faster because it's more like a direct, I don't want to say like I'm digging in, but I'm just focusing more directly in one place in one spot. So I do tend to hit pan on those faster. I did finally use Prickly Pear one time during this month, so I'm glad about that. It was a nice look, but as I suspected, it's just very similar to the bronzy shade in my Pan That palette, and I'd rather focus on finishing up that rather than hitting pan on this. So this is going to stick around for another month. I used Slay 3 or 4 times during the month, and no surprise, I enjoyed it. I love it. No pan yet. Probably the shadow that I used the most during the month was Koosh. This was just featured in my 5 discontinued ColourPop Super Shock shadows that should be brought back. And I use this on my lid. I use this as an inner corner highlight. Multi-purpose, looks great no matter where I put it, and I love it. And then finally, oh, interesting. Bill rolled in last month, and Bill is hard as a rock. I was using it for a while, and then I realized I really wasn't getting any color payoff. You can see a little bit on there when I like really rub hard with my finger, but with the brush that I was using, I wasn't getting much color on my eyelid. So I started Googling, I started searching on YouTube how to kind of revive ColourPop Super Shock shadows, and the most common piece of advice that I saw on there was to basically break it up into little bits like you would with any repressing any shadow, but then add like 1 or 2 drops of an oil. I can't remember what all the oils that were mentioned, but one of the oils specifically that was mentioned was argan oil, and I happen to have some argan oil. So I actually think I am going to depot this into like a cup and dice it up into the smallest bits possible, and then add a couple of drops of argan oil and see if I can revive this, because this is a gorgeous shade. Before I kind of got to this stage, I was using it and I love the results. I love the color. It's a perfect transition shade. So I don't want to just toss it. So if the argan oil doesn't work and it ends up being garbage, I can toss it and say, all right, I tried. But I just want to try and play around with these. And if it does work, I do have some other pretty dried out shadows that I will try that trick on. So I will film it, post a video, and show you guys how my little experiment worked out and whether or not it was a success or not. Only one shadow was moved out this month, but that means one more shadow can move in, and I decided to go with Weenie from ColourPop. This is one of the Kathleen Lights ColourPop shadows. It is a gorgeous bronzy rose gold kind of a, it's not bronzy, but it's a coppery, there you go, a coppery rosy metallic shadow. And this is the kind of color I tend to want to reach for this time of year. And I've obviously used this once or twice, but it hasn't gotten a lot of love, and I just really am in the mood for a color like this. So I thought I would put that one in and play around with that for the next month and hopefully hit pan on a couple of these. So quick update, that's all I have for you guys on this project. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.